Hello everyone, I'm Alexandre Chapo and I'll be your host for today's webinar. On behalf of Furukawa, we welcome you to the webinar DataWave, AIM for Cabling Management. How can Furukawa's AIM, which is an automated infrastructure management solution, help in a data center cabling management and operation? On this webinar, we will see how DataWave works and what are the enabled improvements for a structured cabling system. I present you my colleague Ariana Uchida, who is an electrical engineer graduated from the Federal University of Paraná in Brazil. Since 2018, at Furukawa, she has worked in network infrastructure solutions and portfolio. She developed her career with a focus on structured cabling, working in areas of residential, corporate, and data center application. She is currently product engineer responsible for the physical layer management solutions from Furukawa. During the presentation, please feel free to ask questions in the comments section. We will address them at the end of the presentation. If you would like to schedule a meeting with Furukawa to learn more about our solutions or talk about any of your projects, you can click in the button schedule a meeting and we'll get in touch with you. Ariane, please take over.
Thank you, Chapo. Hello, everyone. So today this webinar is about an automated infrastructure management solution by Furukawa, the DataWave. So we start talking a little about our company to those who haven't heard from us. So Furukawa provides complete solutions for connectivity, FCS, industries, FIS, and broadband, FBS markets. It is an innovation-based company with huge market experience and recognized worldwide. We have more than 50,000 employees around the world in 120 subsidiaries. It is a Japanese company that values safety and quality. So here we start talking about the DataWave. So why is a management system important in a data center? The correct, optimized, and trustworthy use of a data center is essential for many companies. Today, there is a high demand for solutions that support new technologies in order to meet what is coming and what will come in the future. We know that in a data center, sometimes there is no real-time control of the connectivity situation, which generates a loss of resources, failure to fully use the parts of the switch and patch panels. And how much can this interruption cost? So, IAM significantly decreased the downtime, which causes severe losses in data centers around the world, either by natural phenomena or power interruptions. I brought here a survey conducted by statistics in 2017. The statistics show that average cost per hour of critical service interruptions by vertical sector. So we have banking, financial, media and communications, manufacturing, government, food, hotel, hospitality, transportation, healthcare, utilities, and retail. It is estimated that the banking financial lose $9.3 million per hour of server downtime. In other words, an automated infrastructure management is the ideal resource to manage the connections of a data center, one of the biggest challenges when it comes to agility and better organization in this process. We basically have a tripod of problems located in a data center, which can be separated into security, remote management, and operation. So starting with an operation, it represents 15% of the total. We have a data center may have problems with SLA, service level agreements, like how can I solve this problem faster? Or with documentation control, Like, I make dozens of changes every week. How do I keep this documentation up to date? It is also common to have difficulty in changes and configuration management. Like, can I control who and when to activate a point on the switch? And research management. Like, are all the parts on this panel in dispatch panel in use? And for the last, it can happen problems with reports. An example is I need a report with all activity users now. The next one is remote management, and it represents 35%. We may have problems with direct and indirect costs, with displace a local technician or a team. So, how to monitor the maintenance of cabling remotely, making sure that the operation will be carried out correctly? Or can I solve the problem quickly without having to send a technician there? This is really important now, and considering the current scenario with coronavirus. We may also have problems with documentation again, like can I issue a report showing exactly how many users are currently connected? And we may have a lack of control in real time. So, how to instantly identify a change made to the cabling. For the last is about security. It represents 15%. So we may have issues about unauthorized access, access to equipment and environment without an authorization. So how can you tell if someone has accessed a server rack or joined a telecommunications room? It is also common to have uncontrolled cabling changes with who authorized the change to this point, physical location of equipments and users. So, can I identify that there is a computer connected to the network, where it is, and which patch panel and switch part? And we may have security flaw detection. So, is there a security hole in my network? This is the most common problems that we found in the data center. But how to achieve this goal with the increasingly smaller IT teams and with more responsibilities, agreed with the convergence of data networks, telephony, video security? So, in the past, networks and their service were segregated. Today, they all converge. And the answer is simple: we need to qualify the physical layer with a solution that automates and simplifies IT operations, document the infrastructure accurately and automatically, control connectivity in real time, locates all IP devices, and have a physical security capability. So DataWave solution was developed using the TIA 5048 and ISO IEC 18948 information technology, automated infrastructure management system, requirements, data exchange, and applications. The AIM concept works with monitoring the physical connections in order to quickly identify the locations of the points and still offers the highest reliability in the documentation of the connections. In this way, it is possible to have a traceability of connections and disconnections, transform raw data into useful information, and increase the productivity and efficiency on IT services management process. Now that you know the importance of a management system, I present you the DataWave solution from Furukawa. And what is actually the DataWave? So it is an automated infrastructure management developed by Furukawa. The DataWave emerges with the purpose of providing the highest technology so then an effective management is made when it comes to data centers. It also brings the benefits of organization and agility in documentation and innovation using near field communication technology in physical layer management. And how can DataWave helps you and your data center? So, with our solution, you can have organization and agility in your documentation. And the solution also brings a very exclusive differential, the introduction of the building information modeling applied to structured cabling. So we can have a 3D visualization of your whole data center. We also have LEDs on our intelligent patch panels, so you can reduce the maintenance time. All connections and disconnections are instantly registered, so you can have a real control and traceability of changes. We will have updated documentation and better use of your resources. And of course, you have physical layer security. So the solution is supported by a software, the DataWave Manager, hardware, and passive components that I'm gonna show you more details. Starting with the software, the DataWave Manager. So with an intuitive interface and automated controls, the software provides easy visualization of all informations through dashboards and 3D graphics. For the network management team, these resources provide security in the operation of the network, time saves, agility in the discovery of failures, optimization, and consequently, greater productivity. You can manage multiple projects and it is available in Portuguese, English, and Spanish. DataWave system was developed with the object of bringing innovations using the building information modeling concept, where the projects of the environment are modeled in a CAD software, allowing a 3D visualization of the components of cabling and network equipment. In this way, you can take advantage of this infrastructure and import the rigid key elements of structured cabling fully automatically. Among the main features of the system, we highlight the 3D visualization, which allows you to navigate the environment and see exactly how the data center is, facilitating the physical connection, the physical location of the management elements. Everything seen in a 3D environment represents the reality of the data center. It is also possible to view the base phase of the equipment, check the availability of the parts, and check the existing connections. So here we have an example of a switch, and we can see these red little circles that means the part is down, and the green little circles that means the part is up. We can see if there is any reserved part, like that yellow one, occupy parts, the black one, and the free parts, the white ones. With DataWave, you can get various informations on system usage and availability, such as the capacity to occupy the racks, how many panels are installed, and the number of the parts using switches, or tasks per periods, and alerts per periods. You can have these dashboards and 3D and graphics. About working orders. So when issuing a work order, you can indicate like a priority, SLA, service level agreement, and assign a technician to do the activity. This technician can access the work order through a mobile with web interface. The work order closes automatically when the patch card is connecting between the two DataWave panels. We also have alert history. So the DataWave sends an alert whenever there is a connection or a disconnection unscheduled, and it stores this information. So this way, you can identify who performs a work order, how long did it take, and when it was. In addition of the features, we also allows unlimited simultaneous access and unlimited inclusion of additional license. So it's fully scalable. And it can be hosted on a physical or virtual servers. The access to DataWave is through a web interface and with different levels of access permissions, like administrator, technician, supervisor. Now that you have explained the software, let's talk a little bit about the hardware and the passive components available. So starting with the controller, it feeds the management modules, collects the information from the connections established with patch cards, and also interfaces with the DataWave Manager software. We have two versions available, 1U and 2 units per hack. The 2U version has a LCD touchscreen, and this allows you to view in editing network settings and to view connecting manageable modules and their use. Both controllers have redundant Ethernet sources and ports, and you can connect up 48 optical modules. Metallic modules are optical modules or a mix of both. This is how it looks like in a rack from a data center. So you can install the controller in the top of the rack or in the middle of the rack or any position you prefer. For the management of metal doors, we have the patch panel module. It has 24 antennas, one for each port, and 24 stats LEDs. In this way, it facilitates identification during operation. The LED will light up for easy operation. We also have a button for LED scan, used to identify where the other end of the connected patch card is. So the module is compatible with the patch panel DataWave ready, allowing the upgrade in the field. So the patch panel is unloaded and supports shielded and unshielded female connectors, and has a density of 24 parts. This top in white is removed and you can insert the module there. We have the patch card from the system. So the patch card already has a tag NFC, as you can see here, recorded with a single serial. In this way, we guarantee the connection of the two ends. We have available in category 6 and 6A with LSZH flammability, and it is 100% factory tested. We also have the clip for patch card, which allows the upgrade of a conventional patch card Furukawa into a management one. It is compatible with UTP and FTP patch cards and is already shipped from the factory with a recorded serial. For the management of the optical line, use the HDX solution. Similar to the patch panel, we have a module for each optical cassette. Each module has 6 antennas and 6 slats, one for each port. We can manage in a single mode, bending loss insensitive fiber, and multi-mode, OM4 and OM5, with LC and MPO connectors. The module make the work orders easier, so the LEDs of the port selected in the task will light up for easy identification. For optical solution management, we have LC Uniboot and MPO Premium Patch cards. Both models are part of the premium line, and we have low losses, and as I said before, are available in a single mode fiber BLA or multi-mode OM4 and OM5. Like patch cards, both are factory tested and have an NFC tag with a single serial. In this way, we guarantee the connection of the two ends. The LC patch card has a optimized structure for high density with reduced diameter and is uniboot. Here we have a successful case in Brazil, a Mater Dei hospital. So the Mater Dei, they choose Furukawa for 3 reasons. Number 1 is sustainable solution with our green solution. The second one is the manageable solution. So they implemented the DataWave solution there. And the 25-year extended warranty that we have. They have more than 6,600 of network points distributed among beds, ambulatory, emergency room, administration, and other areas of the hospital. Both copper and optical solutions were implanted. So they use DataWave with remote site management with 35 kilometers between them. And according to Rafaela França, Superintendent of Infrastructure and Technology of the Mater Dei, the solution, the DataWave, provides a centralized view of assets and ensures high availability and security in communication, which is reflecting in delivery of quality service to the customer. And with all that presented, we arrive at reasons to choose Furukawa's DataWave. So our solution is guaranteed to be automated by NFC technology. We have a 3D visualization, dashboards with reports, and many other features to provide the best solution possible. Our company has a worldwide presence, and it is known for its support and has a 25-year extended guarantee program, startup services, and has a worldwide quality. Thank you very much. If you have any question, please feel free.
Thank you, Ariane. Thank you for the presentation. So we still have some minutes to answer a few questions. We have one from Aher. Is it need electrical power source for the patch panel?
No, actually, the controller provides power for the patch panel through a cable of communication.
Okay. I think we have another one from Luis. How is the assembly of NFC clips? Is it it's easy?
Yes, actually, it's pretty easy. You can put on the top of the patch card, and if you turn around, it makes a click, and it's done.
Okay, so very easy.
Yes.
I think we have another question. Does this solution support both cross-connect and interconnect?
Yes, actually, as I said on the presentation, if you use a cross connection, you will need a patch card with NFC tags in each ends of this patch card. And if you have an interconnection solution, then we need a dispatch card, but it will have only one NFC in one end.
Okay, so thank you very much, Ariane. Other questions can also be sent directly to Ariane's email. Later, you receive a link to its recorded video of this webinar that will stay available for you to watch again as you wish. Also, please make sure to answer our survey about this webinar, as it will help us improve the presentations for the next sections. We thank you very much for participating in this webinar, and we hope to see you again on the next ones. See you soon.